everybody to Love Talk. We have JayJayBorn2Sing for a second time on this show, and it's amazing. And we're bringing him on this show again for his album, his new album. Can you see that? Look, he signed it for me too. New album, This Is My Life. This is an amazing album.
Bless the Lord. Thank you, Queen. I really appreciate it. And I appreciate the way that that lipstick match and it matching.
I tried. You haven't seen me in my party outfit yet, so I didn't want to shock you too much.
Yeah, but I probably will go into security mode if I did see you in your party outfit.
Hold on, what does that mean, security mode?
You know, like want to protect you. Like, you know,
risking or protecting, which
protecting. Because I'm the bigger brother. I don't want no man look by my sister. Don't look. Bless the Lord.
Congratulations on the album.
Thank you, Queen.
I'm gonna try and I wanna see if I can cut it up somewhere so I can have it there all the time. But
all the time.
Yeah, but I don't have really much, you know. So wait, hold on. See if the plant come in handy.
If you ever cut it on the plant and it works, I'm gonna be like, no way did you do that.
I know I got Bluetooth. Man, I'm bad man around here. Where you talk about?
Here we go. Like... Remember me told you. Yes, Queen. Bless you, man. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it, you know, honestly, because I know that, you know, you're on your thing, you're on the grind.
So yeah, we're talking about the album. This Is My Life.
This is my life. Yes.
Listen, I mean, the opening track, Blackman.
Yeah.
I really want to know the thought process behind that track.
The reason why I done Blackman was off of the back of I Can't Breathe, the tribute to George Floyd. Because obviously, when the George Floyd situation came about, the Black Lives Matter movement was becoming a predominant thing. And I'm not really a man to really get in. I'm not into that kind of stuff, to be fair. I'm just comfortable in my own skin and adapt. But the way that I was watching certain things and saying how it was going and people's opinions about, well, why does Black Lives Matter? Like, what's so special about you? And I thought to myself, hold on a minute. You mean what's so special about me? And so that's what I wrote the song to make, just to let my people know, not even anybody else, just let my people know that we must be celebrated. Our melanin and our existence must be celebrated, and so therefore I put it into a track and make them know exactly what I believe black is, and that's why I wrote it.
No, man, the song is very powerful and it gets to the point. If you want to hear the music, it's playing on LUVRADIO 24/7. It's definitely on a Sunday as well, because I also I know that it's a mix of gospel, reggae. Yeah. So we're gonna come to the music production in a bit.
Yeah, that's fine.
But I also put them all in the gospel section because I feel like you just speak gospel. Gospel to me is truth, and so that's why I leave it there. And I feel like my gospel audience does appreciate it.
Thank you. I appreciate that actually, because you know, one thing that we didn't want to do. Yes, I'm a man of God, and everybody knows who I am and what I represent and who I represent. But we didn't want to label it. We wanted to just make music. And you know, wherever people want to pigeonhole it, that's down to you. Because once you get it, what you do with it is, as long as you know how born up Mercedes and dashing our bin, it's fine. But where you want to pigeonhole it and place it, that's totally down to you. But we just didn't label it.
All right. So you said we. I want you to pick up the female singer on that track, and I want you to pick up Morfius.
Before I big up anybody else, I want to big up King Morfius. I want to big up King Morfius on production. Morfius produced all the tracks, engineered all the tracks, recorded all the tracks. He also is responsible for designing the artwork. The photography was by Flaunton Eagle on Instagram, which is a good friend of mine. But Morpheus is responsible for the artwork as well. So big up Morpheus. Morphogenius, that's right. He's the guy. Like, you know, when I've learned in life that when you find that person, you must stick with that person. And I'm not saying that you shouldn't be open to other things, but it's good to, you know, build up a team of greatness.
And that's exactly what we've done so far. That bond with Morpheus, can I stretch that a little bit? Can we speak on that?
Of course you can.
How did that bond come about?
I met Morpheus in 2008 via an artist at the time his name was Saint, Saint, but he's now known as Tony Ez. He brought me down to Morfius' studio for me to do a feature on his track. I just sung a chorus. He's a rapper, and me being the guy that I am, I thought, okay, let me just see what this guy's all about. Because at that time, to be fair, I hadn't done much studio recording. I had done some bits and pieces here and there. But when I saw how Morpheus worked and how he was so efficient and so precise and so on point, I was like, let me see what I can do. And so I'd go back every now and again and pop in, doing features with other people, but then I'd bring little bits and pieces there for me to do, just to see it, how we could build up a relationship. And me and Morpheus have built a relationship from 2008 up until this day. That man knows my sound. He knows my vibe. He knows how my mind works. He knows about my vision. And he also taps into my vision. That's why we get what we get.
Brilliant album. Absolutely.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Queen.
And you've touched on it already. You didn't want to label the track, whether it be gospel, whether it be reggae, or you didn't want to. And the reason I understand that is the production of the beats, is the production of the
yes.
Yes. And I must applaud you also and make sure that I highlight your skill set and the way that you're diverse over beats and the way that you can travel over these different.
Thank you. I mean, just want to touch on something. In actual fact, we actually didn't want to label the whole album. In actual fact, because so many people are saying, Jay, is it a lovers rock album? Is it a reggae album? Is it a gospel album? And I was like, we've just created an album. We've just got a body of work, and it is what you perceive it to be, But but thank you for the compliment. That all me being able to, perform on all different types of music is just down to the influence that I've had over my years. Obviously I grew up with reggae music and revival. And then as you get older, I was into James Brown, a little bit of soul and funk. And then I got into funky house and got into a little bit of electro and then bashment and ragga and dancehall. And then, we're going to take, and then, you know what I mean? And then we got to gospel, in 1999 was when I was baptized. And so I started to get into that then as well. So yeah, man, so there's eclectic. The music, like the taste is eclectic. That's the word. Wow. Yes. I love that word you say, eclectic. Can't spell it, but bless the Lord.
Yeah, I've only known of you for the last few years now.
Yeah.
And I'm learning you. Like, I'm taking my time. I'm learning.
I'm learning you. I like that.
Listening to this album, I learned a lot.
Right.
I love you. I don't know if I mentioned it during our previous interview, but I love your tone. That tone that you can create, your natural tone that you create. I know obviously we have the key scale.
Yeah.
The natural tone of your voice, that the way that you tap into it so easy is amazing. The reason why I say that is many singers, they've got a natural tone. It's not always easy for them to not only tap into it, but stay consistent on what their tone is.
Well, the tone is, wow. Thank you. Wow.
And I really enjoy that. Tell me more. Tell me about that. Tell me what This Is My Life. This Is My Life.
Yeah.
What does that song mean to you? Because it's so emotional. What does that song mean?
Well, it's actually called This Is Your Life.
You see what me do a while ago?
It's fine. No, do you know what it is? Don't worry, because everyone is saying the same thing that you're saying. Everyone's saying, because it's so close to this is, because the album is called
number 2 and it's actually called This Is Your Life. And before, I beg your pardon, I don't
Yeah, go on.
Move on. We do want to pick up Vernon Morgan, who was on the first.
Yes, sorry, yes, we'll pick up Vernon Morgan. I need to just say that Vernon Morgan is absolutely amazing. When I wrote Blackman, the part where she comes in, that was a vacant part, and I was trying to figure out what was I going to do in that part. I was like, am I going to bring some vocals there? Am I going to talk? Am I going to pray? What am I going to do? But me and Verna had been speaking, just conversing anyway, and in one of our conversations she had mentioned that, because she's a singer also as well, she's a singer, and she was talking to me and saying to me that she's thinking about going over into spoken word. And so I was like, wonder if the spoken word would work. So I called her and I said to her, Verna, look, this is what I've written and I've got this track. There's a gap there. Do you think that you could try a thing? So she was like, I'll have a go. And that's what Verna came back with, no long thing.
Thank you for mentioning that she does spoken word, because to me, not only does the actual lyrics, the word themselves just make sense and hit the spot, she also hits the beat. She's also on target. She's on time. She's on time on the beat. And that just makes it. That just cleans off the track nicely.
You know what? I wish I would have had someone film her in the booth, because she was very much. I said to her, she reminded me of Desiree. Remember Desiree?
I remember.
Yeah, and how Desiree used to perform like this. Remember?
Yeah.
And that's how Queen Verna was in the studio. Her hand was all over the place, and she was being very expressive with her body and her hands. Like she meant it. She actually meant it, you know. That's a big up Queen Verna Morgan. Big up.
Yeah. I really love the way that you put that track together. Like,
no, thank you so much.
And while we're speaking on that, I'm just gonna say the way that you collaborate, your life in general, just watching you. The way that you collaborate, like you said, this is 3 of you made this first. We're only on track 1. We're only talking 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. And the amount of attention to detail and weight and even your thought process. Okay, you decided that Morfius was going to produce this album because you enjoy the way he works. You really, really worked. But then you've also made a personal bond with him where you've allowed him into your visions, for him to understand your visions. And I guess that you've also understood his visions and the way he works, because you studied him and you asked him to do anything for you.
Yes.
The fact that you two have got this amazing vision and you're making this album together, and then you decide, you know what, something's missing from this track. You didn't sit down together and say, let's do this or let's do that. You made a phone call.
Yeah, that's right.
Because you also believe in other people.
That's right.
Making that bond with other people. So
that's right.
Like I said, I think you're an amazing person. I can't stop bigging you up enough.
No, thank you, Queen. It's humbling. It's humbling. And I must say that when Morph produced the track here, because I actually, when I wrote Blackman, I actually done a 58-second freestyle. It was a freestyle thing that I put on Instagram, and then me and Morph had a conversation. Morph was like, "Yep, let's do this." And so when he produced the track here, he sent it to me and I said to him, yeah, bad. And then Morph is a man of very few words. And he said, you know, you have to tiptoe when you deliver on this track. And so I knew exactly what he meant. My approach is very delicate, you know, it could have been, I'm proud to be black, but it wasn't that. I tiptoed on the track. And I knew what he meant, you know. Yeah, man, Morpheus is the guy.
And you know what? By saying that, putting it in that context, and that's kind of what I meant about you using your tone. It's delivery of your tone that really, really stood out to me listening to this album.
Right.
The delivery, the execution of the tracks itself.
Right.
It's like you've hit the nail on the head for me with that, because it's like, you know the tracks, you know the lyrics of the tracks, you understand the emotion of the tracks, but yet, which is not common all the time, you were able to deliver the emotions within your voice. You was able to, like you said, tiptoe on this track, hard on that track. You know what I mean? Like, and those are the variations that stand out, and that's what I meant initially about the way that you deliver your tone.
But you know what's important? What I've learned, or should I say, what I've taught myself, is to, even though I am the creator, the songwriter, the author of the song, I need to study what I've written line by line, because every line that I sing according to what I'm singing has its own emotion, and so that emotion needs to be delivered, you know, and portrayed in a certain way. So, it's something that me and Morpheus are really particular about. Even when it came to Verna doing her parts, we were like, Verna, that, you know, there's certain parts that we were like, okay, maybe not go so hard on that particular word because of the word that it is. You know, if you're gonna say love, you're gonna say love. You're gonna say love, just like she said it. She said love. Do you get what I mean? So you have to study what it is that you've written. So yeah, thank you for picking up on that. That makes me feel good. Bless you.
I mean, like I am me and I do what I do, and I know that my interviews are quite different.
Mm-hmm.
I tend to, I enjoy going into the personality of the person.
Yes.
The music speaks for itself, to be fair,
Mm.
and everybody has
Yes.
their own
Yes.
interpretation of
Yes.
a track
Yes.
or of a sound.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So with me, I like to go into the personality of the person creating these things.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Find out more. And with that being said, you mentioned it, emotion, the emotions that you tap into.
Mm.
You're very big on emotions and learning emotions. Am I correct to say that?
100%. 100%.
Cara, in your first interview, you mentioned it. And then even that, I was watching an interview with you with Coral Consciously as well, and Coral Consciously brought up your music video, and you made a point that you cried in the shower, and to me, that's the emotion. Like, you don't mind
Nope.
showing your emotions.
Nope.
And whatever your emotions is at the time, that's what you're gonna show. How does that benefit you in life generally?
For me, I've learned that crying is cleansing. It's, it's something that, we carry anxieties and stresses and, whatever it is that we're carrying in everyday life. And so sometimes it gets built up within our system. And sometimes, sometimes I cry and I don't even know what I'm crying for or what the reason is. But obviously it could have been that week or it could have been the month. That's just been, a lot. And so sometimes we need an exit. We need an opportunity to offload. And so I've learned that, it's always good to have a release. Do you get what I'm saying? Because it's better out than in, because if we're suppressing something and holding it in, something that needs to come out, then it can't be doing anything good on the inside. So for me, I don't ramp. If I'm in my bar, if I want to watch a cartoon, I'm in my bar for the business. Yeah, and so for me, I always encourage people that, if it feels like it wants to come out, then let it come out.
And that leads me to another track on the album, Let Go and Let God. You like how I did that, don't you?
Let Go and Let God. Difficult one because I had to let go and let God, and I did let go and let God. But even listening to the track, yeah, it still has an impact. Even just talking, even the fact that you've asked me about it makes me feel really emotional because everything on the album comes from a real place, by the way. But Let Go and Let God is something that I literally had to do in order for me to move forward. I had to let go and let God, and it took a while. And I will say that I'm still going through the process. I am still going through it.
Can you expand on that a little? Like, what is it that you're letting go?
I don't want to. I had to let go of people. I'm not going to go into any depth, but I had to let go of people. There were people that were significant people that were in my life, and I had gone through years of saying. That's why there's a part in the song where it says, I knew that I had to let it go, but I told myself over and over again that it was me and not them. And so I found that I was saying, nah, Jay, man, you're being silly, you're overthinking, Jay, you're overreacting, you're being paranoid. But can I be paranoid for years, for year after year after year after year, and it's the same thing that's coming back to me that, I recognize that I'm not being acknowledged, I'm not being respected, I'm not being loved or appreciated. And so I had to let go and let God.
Yeah. So this is what I mean about your albums, the emotion, the realness, and we must mention that. I mean, the people that listen to you already know that you're a songwriter, but this is actually what you do for a living. You write songs for a living, so you're able to request information from a person, look into the information that they've provided you, analyze it, and then be able to write a song that points exactly to the emotion they're looking for, or points to the situation that they wanted you to sing about. So doing that for yourself, that must be a whole. Is there a difference in the process?
I love the question. That question's fire. I love that question. Well, I mean, for me, when I'm writing a song for someone else, I always say it may be a dub plate or a personalized song. I always want to have a conversation, because you, by having that conversation with someone and listening to their voice, you get an emotion, you get the tone, and you get that feeling of what it is that, that they're actually feeling, and what their thoughts are about what it is that they're requesting. Example, if I speak to a sound man, like there's a sound in America that I've been working for a while, that I do dub plates for. And when, just by us having a conversation, he explained to me how he used to be in London. He's gone to New York. When he got there, he wasn't accepted. They said to me, "You're London boy, go back here," and da, da, da. So when it came into doing dub plates and certain things, he would just say something, and I just knew what I had to do, because he's going to go into a clash. I just knew exactly what it is I had to deliver. Do you get what I mean? So now, if he said to me, "Oh, when we came to New York, the man in from Bronx wouldn't appreciate me," and so now when it comes to the dub plate, now I'll mention when that sound come to New York, they never want, and so that's how I write. Do you get what I mean? So I like to have a conversation with people to know, their thoughts and their feelings. And so for me, obviously, it's I don't see the difference, because obviously I'm going through what I'm going through, so I feel what I feel. So it's all about the feeling for me.
So it's not. So I mean, some people say, I like, when people are thinking about themselves, they say, I really had to look in the mirror and I had to reflect upon what I'm doing. For you, it's like, or some people even say that they had to have a conversation with themselves.
Yeah.
In order.
I get it. I get it.
But you're at that level. I think you, correct me if I'm wrong, please. But you're at that level where you no longer need to have that conversation with yourself.
No.
To understand your emotions.
No, yeah, oh yeah. I understand. You know what it is if I don't feel it, I'm not gonna write about it. That's me. That's just a rule for me. It's same with production. If I get someone sends me a rhythm and I don't feel the rhythm, I say thank you, but no thanks. I'll pass on this one, because I have to feel it. For me to have a conversation with that rhythm, I have to feel that rhythm. So yeah. Sorry, and it's something that I've learned, that I found out, that people that Auntie Mary J. Blige, she just the same. She was supposed to sing Umbrella.
Yeah, we mentioned.
And she said it just wasn't for her because she wasn't feeling it, so she passed.
Since we're saying that, have you seen the new Mary J. Blige documentary?
Not yet, not as yet. But I've been seeing little trailers, and I'm just like, whoa. I need to wait until I do my show, because I know it's a pop down thing. I know it. I know it. I just know it is. I just know it's a pop down. I see a clip today where Auntie Mary is popping down. She's bawling. I'm like, I've never seen Mary cry.
Never.
I've never seen Auntie Mary cry.
But she's human, and this is what we.
No, she's human, but I'm just saying the fact that she's bawling. I'm like, whoa. Okay, it's a pop down thing for me. No popcorn, no ice cream, just bare tissue. A rug.
So she is such a strong individual.
That's right.
You can just look on her face and see that she's been through a lot.
You just see it.
She keeps on going. She keeps on going, and she keeps on growing. I mean, I know she's got her jewelry industry, her jewelry business now as well.
Yeah. Shagwan, Auntie Agwan.
And she's looking amazing. She's learning, her style has changed.
She just looked bomb.
Listen, go ahead.
But so to cut you, but if you notice, Mary, since the announcement of the documentary, I see how her stylist is taking us back a little bit with the what's the 411 look. I see it, I see what they're doing, Look, Shah. Look,
her life story,
Yeah, I see what they're doing.
And this is it with some artists as well. Yeah, and you know what? I'm sorry to stray off the subject a little bit, but
no.
This is, I think for some artists, this is what management and teams need to really think about as well. Is about the longevity of the artist.
The longevity is the word. Longevity is the word. And off the back of what you're saying, this is the reason why, when it came to the artwork for This Is My Life, we had to get it correct, because this actually wasn't the original cover.
Tell me about
it was actually something else. And the other cover was nice, but one day Morfius, I went into the studio to go and do some work, and Morfius said to me, Jay, we need to talk about the album cover. So I'm like, what? We got it already. He's like, yeah, but it ain't the one, Jay. And I was like, nah, Morph, man, why though? Like, I thought we were on a roll, but he's like, yeah, Jay, he's like, we are on a roll, but he's like, I've been listening to the album and the cover doesn't say what the album's saying, and the album's not saying what the cover's saying. They're not one. So I was like, okay, break it down for me. And this is the relationship that we have, because I'm like, I can say to Morph, okay, then, well, break it down for me, explain to me, let me know, because I'm not just gonna say let's change. Break it down for me. And he said to me, well, put it this way, Jay, the cover that we got currently, which was the other cover, says pastor, minister, preacher. And he's like, yes, we know that you're a Christian, Jay, and that's what you're about, but the album doesn't say that. The album says brother, friend, pastor, da 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 da. So he's like, and so we need to portray that in the artwork. So he's like, you're gonna have to have another photo shoot. And I was like, cha. And so, but anyway, you know, see it there. God is good. Bless Morpheus, man. Morpheus is the man.
Like, yo, I want him to come and sort my life out. Just that.
Bless him.
One touch, one.
Yeah. Bless the Lord. Yeah, man. So yeah.
All right. So in that you had your album launch. Are we allowed to hear about a sneak preview? What happened in your album launch? Listen,
right. I sang about 24, 25 tunes last night. It was only scheduled for me to sing 18, and 18 is a lot already. Like, Mum was like, just now sing 18 tunes. I said, Mum, well, I've got to sing some of my stuff that I've already been that I'm known for. And so I had to select, you know, carefully select, even though some people were still complaining, love them. You know, they were like, but what about this one? What about that one? And I'm like, anyway, but it was wonderful. The turnout was wonderful. The atmosphere was wonderful. I want to big up Green and the Green restaurant in Chingford. 1 The Green, Chingford Road, Chingford. They are absolutely fantastic. They are on point. The service is on point. The spirit of the place is just on point, and that's because management, Tasha, I got bigger up. Tasha has got the team on smash. From the time you walk through the door, the welcoming is just so nice. Do you get what I mean? And it's very important. Like, when you get to a place, you and I both know, it's so important. When you get to a place, you know how many times I've gone to a restaurant and people have talked to me a certain way, I'm saying, you know what, let me go down the road and go McDonald's. Because if you don't deal with me correctly at the door, then you're not getting my money. It's as simple as that. And so I want to big up Good in the Green. I want to big up Topper T, who was my DJ for the evening. Bless him. I want to big up my host, Elysia Wells. Fire. Queen. Fire. Elysia Wells is fire, Queen. I'm going to big up my assistant, Addison A. Card, that helps me with my merchandise, etc., and planning and everything. It was just a wonderful time. We had a wonderful time. There was so much love in the air. We had some laughter, some jokes, and some people obviously, you know, had their moments because I sang a tribute to my uncle. And yeah, nice, man, nice.
I'm glad for you. I'm really, really glad that it went well. I know you have a second date set also. Tomorrow night.
Ready up. Yeah, I'm ready, and it's life is easy for me in the sense of because I'm obviously I've just made sure I've cleaned everything because I'm wearing the same clothes tomorrow. Yeah, because the clothes has to coincide with the album cover. You have to keep continuity.
There we go. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying, Queen?
I get you.
Yeah, and so I'm learning because what it is, it's about when the night is over, when the people go to the merchandise table, they will see what they've just saw, and everything marries and ties in. So yeah, so maybe we're the same close tomorrow. Bless the Lord.
That's a lesson in marketing for everybody.
Yes, I'm learning because I've been like, I've watched certain artists along the way thinking, why am I wearing the same clothes all the time? And I get it. I now get it. The penny drop.
Uniform.
Yeah. Oh. Hey, uniform. I never saw it like that though. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I'm putting on my uniform tomorrow. I like that. I like
No.
that. Queen, fire. Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's a nugget right there.
I want you to, because I can sit down and pick these tracks one by one, but what I would like to do at this point is just leave you to just talk to your audience about your new album. This Is My Life.
Well, guys, first of all, thank you for even watching this interview. It is very humbling and very much appreciated. And thank you, lovely. Isn't she lovely?
Thank you.
But yeah, My Life. If you want to get an insight to who I am and just a little segment of who I am, yeah, take a listen to the album. It's me just laying my heart, just openly laying my heart on the line. Yeah, I come before you just naked, as I am, just not literally, but spiritually naked, for you to just know what it is that I've gone through, what I'm still going through, and what's something that you might go through later on in life. Yeah, this is my life. Take a listen. Take a listen.
Oh, did anybody see the back? Did you see the back? Look at the back. Look, and look. And there's the tracks. So if anybody knows what he's wearing to his launch party, just buy the album or just watch this interview. Subscribe. Can, but there you go. It's a wonderful album. It's 10 tracks, by the way.
Thank you, guys.
Absolutely brilliant album. I don't know if I'm going to be able to balance it.
Put it back up there. I thought to myself when you took it down, I was like, she's not gonna be able to get it back.
I'm not gonna.
Look. Oh, you did. Hey, you did. All right, then I forgot that you told me. This is your life, so only you should be writing your story. So when you get your blessing, only God should be getting the glory. It's your life, so only you should be writing your story. So when you get your blessings, only God should be getting the glory.
Thank you so much. This Is Your Life album by JayJayBorn2Sing, out now.
Thank you very much. Queen, thank you for having me now, because I know that you're busy. Thank you so much.
Don't worry. Is there anything I haven't mentioned or anything you would like to say before we press stop?
No, I just wanted to just say thank you and God bless you. And yeah, that's it really. Thank you. Just thank you. I'm really humbled. The feedback from the album has been phenomenal, honestly. And it only came out yesterday, but the DJs have been playing it and people have been inboxing and messaging and saying it seems to be that This Is Your Life is the one at the moment.
Yeah, man. But at the end of the day, to be fair, if I'm honest, not a lot of people are producing albums right now. They're not producing bodies of works. And they seem to be a lot of new artists, I should say, as well, are dropping EPs when I feel like give it that extra time and just bring an album. You know what I mean? And so I feel like dropping an album, you've done exactly the right thing. I think you followed the timing perfectly. I think you followed the environment perfectly. I think you thought about the tracks that you're gonna put on there. You thought about why you're putting them on the album. I remember on our first interview, you mentioned that it could be 11 and you decided that it wasn't going to be 11. So you really thought about the image that you're portraying. But I'm really, really looking forward to the future of your career.
Thank you, Queen. I really appreciate that. And yes, we did. We really, we was actually going to go for 12 tracks. First it was 11, then it was 12. And then when we listened to other stuff that we could have put on there, we were like, well, we could put it on there, but it's not fitting, you know. The whole 10 tracks actually tells a story, and so that's what we wanted to portray. And so so we left it at the 10. You know, enough people were saying, oh, I thought it would have been more tracks, and I'm like, listen, it could have been less, but it's 10. You know, 10 is a good number.
Brilliant number. This Is My Life by JayJayBorn2Sing, produced by Morfius. And if you don't know who Morfius is, go check him out on Instagram. It's at Morfius, and it's at JayJayBorn2Sing on Instagram. Also, JayJayBorn2Sing on Facebook. Am I right?
That's correct. Yes, JayJayBorn2Sing. On Instagram, it's actually JayJayBorn2Sing with a number 1 at the end, because apparently there's another JayJayBorn2Sing. Apparently.
Okay, I was gonna say something kind of.
I saw your lip.
I don't know who he is. I'm you know what?
Yeah, I saw the lip, and then it's like father said, "Zip it."
I don't know when to zip me up, man.
Bless the Lord.
Thank you. So that laughing made me think. Made me miss. Think about.
Is that right? It's called au naturel.
Yeah. JJ, you know, I always thank you so much for blessing my platform. I always enjoy speaking with you.
You are welcome.
I enjoy working with you when we get the opportunity.
Yes. No, thank you, Queen. No, you know what? I appreciate you. Thank you.
No, I know that you was out late with your album launch last night, and you've got another album launch tomorrow again. So I appreciate your time also.
No, you're welcome, Queen.
Thank you for the music. Thank you for
God bless you.
Album, and all the best with your future endeavors.
All right, bless you, Queen. All right, thank you.
Bless you.
Bless you. Bye. Bye.
Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe so you can be notified about future interviews. Have a lovely day. If you would like to promote your music on Love Radio, find us on all social media platforms or email contact@luvradio.co.uk.